It's the J.A.W. Show, August 20th, 2021. The Walking Dead, The Dead Rise. We're going to talk a little bit about The Walking Dead and the episode on Disney Plus. If you got it, join me here, Facebook Live for the J.A.W. Show. Yes. Okay, let me stop the share and stop share. Hi guys, I'm sorry about the little goof up there. You got to see some of my mistakes. Oh no, not that. Don't watch me anymore. Don't. It's horrible. Don't watch me. Anyway, okay. So, before I say anything, if you are watching this video before you've seen the Walking Dead episode premiering on August 22nd, okay, guys, I have Disney. I have Discovery Plus and AMC Plus. One of the benefits of that is I get to see the episode on AMC Plus 1 week earlier. So I'm one of those lucky people who got to see it on the 15th. Now, it's a great first episode, and I want to tell you that it's going to grip you. It's really, really going to grip you. You know, and I might not give a ton of spoilers away here, but I just wanted to put that out there because I'm going to talk about the episode. And I'm actually very excited for the second episode that I will get to see on the 22nd, as people are just getting to see the one I've already viewed. You know, so, you know, and if you want to call me a cheater and I like to watch things a little bit earlier than normal people, well, okay then. Oh, you've hurt my feelings. How do you like my new look? Did your purple beard, green hair? I was thinking about going red, but you know, I thought I looked too much like the Joker, so I went purple instead. Because I don't want to be the Joker. I want to be the guy who actually saves the world, not destroys it. What don't you get about that? Now, that evil plan thingy, that's just to get you all here. Anyway, but the reason I wanted to talk The Walking Dead is because, okay, yesterday was August 18th, and I had a premonition, an honest premonition of something starting on the 18th that would eventually lead to the end of humanity as we know it. You know, I mean, maybe small groups. I'm not talking zombie apocalypse or anything like that. I'm talking about just people getting sick and dying because Earth's had enough or whatever, you know. So, you know, it's interesting to kind of think about what that means, you know. And I think we don't take enough time to realize that we are one, you know, world war away from living the Walking Dead life without the man-eating zombies chasing us around, you know. We're going to have to rebuild. We're going to learn to cooperate again. We're going to learn how to do a bunch of things we haven't had the opportunity to do. I think they're listening in on my evil plan again. Well, if you want to listen to my evil plan, so I just want to say too, if you can see this in the background, I got that from the KQRS boat show, and I just want to say that was the most awesome thing I have ever gotten to do. As a fan, as a person, I mean, I've seen bands, I've seen live shows that have blown me away. I'm not taking away from any of those events. I'm just saying, in this moment right here, that for me was the best birthday present I could have ever asked for. I always wanted to go on there and meet someone from the KQRS morning show, and I actually got to meet Tom Bernard and talk to Tom Bernard for a short bit, and he was exactly how fans have always talked about him. He's exactly what you hear on the radio. He's actually pretty nice in person, you know. And I don't know if that's because of his little tagline he uses on the radio. If I'm really, really nice to you, I don't like you. So, if you're trying to tell me you're really, really being nice to me, do you not like me? He probably would have laughed. Oh, Tom, I just got one last question. You're being really nice to me. Do you honestly like me, or do you think I'm kind of a jerk of a dirty shirt or something shit like that? And I'm sorry about that. That was kind of meant to be a 80s thing with it's grunge and you didn't, So I went the whole grungy looky thingy. Anyway, so enough said about that crap. I love you guys, but I already did my episode about you. So but just touch base with that. So in the Walking Dead episode, you're gonna see for the first time Negan, Maggie, Daryl, uh, Aaron, and God damn it, the priest guy. I forget his name. I'm sorry. I'm just having a brain fart. I've been having a lot of those lately. So if I start going a little bit more even crazy, you know what really happened. This is the moment where I started to lose my actual brain cells because my memory's starting to get bad because I'm getting old or something like that. Like you said, I like the new hair. Blue green I thought was kind of good. Kind of poetic if you want because I'm sharing my emotions with you today about this. And as they're starting their journey down a subway tunnel, or down a tunnel, right, it is full, and I mean chock full of bodies. We've all seen the trailer. You've at least watched that. So if you've seen the trailer, you've seen that scene, and it pops up. I am going to tell you, however, you probably won't be surprised by much of the episode because I think if you watched any of the trailer whatsoever, it basically covers most of the whole episode and what's going to happen. The most important parts you knew were coming anyway, and the little bit they fill in between. Around and kill each walker as they're walking through this pile of things and and you know and they're all kind of like Negan's just kind of making all these little comments about let's go back. This doesn't feel right. You guys should listen to me and not trying to bullshit you. And I know what you're really trying to do. This is my death march here. You're trying to get rid of me away from everybody else so that you don't have to deal with me anymore, kind of shit. And she's actually thinking about doing that, honestly. So but so but the premise of it is the last spoiler I will give away may be the ending, and it's really not going to be that surprising to anybody who's a fan of The Walking Dead. After Maggie and Negan kind of go eye to eye a little bit, kind of like a pissing match of who's got the bigger set of cojones. He brings up Glenn. He brings up a lot of that shit. Sometimes I think Negan now has a death wish and he doesn't care anymore, and all he wants to do is go up and see his Lucille. All he wants to do is it to be over and to go see his Lucille, again. That's all he wants anymore, I think. Because he doesn't expect anything more from this journey anymore because no one will accept him anymore, And if you really look at it, he really has changed. He was a sadistic fuck who went around telling everybody else what to do. Now he's being treated the same way, without some of the sadistic stuff. He's still being treated very similar to the way he was treating other people, where it's controlling, making sure they did stuff a certain way. They only could do things for a certain time. They basically taught him his own damn lesson again. So after their fight, they're going up this railroad track, and of course, they miss some of the walkers behind them, and some of the walkers start approaching the end of the subway car. And as they're climbing up, everyone's getting up over safely, except for the last two people, which are Negan and Maggie, right? Negan goes up on top of the thingy first, right? And then Maggie's right behind him because she's want to make sure everyone gets up first, right? So she starts climbing up but can't quite get up, and Negan's right there with his hand, kind of going, like, and he kind of pulls it back, and he kind of stands there and kind of gives one of these. He doesn't really do this nobody gives you that kind of a look, you know. Like, I'm really gonna leave you behind here because, you know, if you die, maybe I got a chance. And if walkers do it, it won't be my fault. He's basically murdering her with walkers. So there's your big ass spoiler for you. Uh, but the premise of The Walking Dead has always been a high point of the Josh show because it is necessarily what happens to us. Why does it have to take an apocalypse for us to get our shit together and work together? The show overtones of the show over and over and over and over again are, hey, you can take and you can take and you can take all you want, but if there's a group of people out there who are more committed to their cause of trying to build a society that will actually feel like, you know, something to live before, maybe a little old west until we get everything back up and running again. But hey, if we all worked together and cleared these stupid zombies or find a way to, you know, find a way to use those resources, the people who drove you mad, people who drove you crazy in the beginning, take all of the parts of them that there was something at least decent you should have learned about, you know? Like, okay, you've been dealing with walkers for how long now? And you didn't, and then you had these walkers who were walking among you, you know, and people who were putting masks on to become walkers, and it's like, holy crap, that crazy stuff was going on, right? I mean, the Whisper War was just, and who knows if it's even over. Now we got another revenue to worry about. Who are these Reapers and the Commonwealth, you know? Now let's talk about Eugene, Yumiko, Ezekiel, and I think it's Natasha. Anyway, Yumiko, sorry, are going into this place to meet Stephanie. They've been captured, and Eugene's being ultra cooperative and answering the questions because he's so hell bent on meeting Stephanie. He can't see the problem with giving them all that information. No. So, you know, he's kind of struggling with I gotta meet this girl to, you know, is it going to endanger my company, and trying to get it through the process of whatever's going on here so that he can have that chance again, you know. So, you know, whatever happens to him after that point is going to be, you know, interesting. So, you know, but the journey that they're taking is more of a, okay, now we're confined here and we don't know what's going to happen to us next. We're kind of going through this weird processing plant kind of situation where we have to make it through certain stages and till we get to a point where we're accepted by the Commonwealth community, because that's who picks them off right up the alley, you know. And, you know, I haven't read the comics, so I don't know what to expect for the Commonwealth. So it's kind of interesting to see that version of it play out before I've ever seen anything other than that. I've never read any of the books. I'm a fan of the show, not necessarily all of the other stuff. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to see what our last and final enemy will do to our favorite people, because that show's going to only end one of two ways, right? We know we're going to get a Rick Grimes movie. We know we're still going to have Fear the Walking Dead, and maybe even World Beyond, depending on what happens with the kids in the pandemic. So you know, because they're family, not because of money or any other thing that I love your kid too, you know, out of real compassion. Look at that, they're trying to stop my evil plan again. Every time my screen freezes, you don't hear me talking for a while, and you hear our freeze. You know, that's them trying to stop my evil plan. They're not going to stop my evil plan. I will save the world. No, but the cooperation and techniques that we do in our society right now, anyway, it's all right there on The Walking Dead. I mean, really, what what kind of beautiful misery do we really expect out of the universe, you know? I don't even know how long I've been on this stupid thing right now. Because they do whatever it is. Look. So, you know, but generally speaking, you know, it's kind of like moments where you just don't understand the that it shouldn't take the world ending apocalypse for to finally get the ability to do what we're doing here. No, I don't. It shouldn't take that. No, hey, I changed the color of my beard because I felt frisky one day. And I thought maybe I could do something different without changing my look completely. But you know, still, I'm doing something different. I think maybe something with with this kind of with coloring, maybe I would go more blackish or some kind of a charcoal colored on here on the face if I decided to paint face kind of stuff. I don't know. See, I'm trying torn between going full on Jabadier, but then I have to change the color of my hair to more of a black, and the beard would be kind of red. Oh, so just kind of like jet black hair, and then maybe even jet black beard. That way I get the whole dark thing going. And then the makeup would just be, there wouldn't really be makeup. It would be half of a face of burning flesh right here, gnarly ass makeup artist, permanently putting it on my skin like a skin graft kind of video. And then I'd have a kind of a triangle mark here where you could just see my eye, and that was all that was left from the burning thing. It would be like a triangle right here. Or maybe it's the triangle here. But it's not like a normal triangle. It's, kind of one of the weird shaped triangle. We can definitely see the triangle on it. Kind of like it kind of looks like an eye of a demon if you look at it right, Because it's got, the burner on here. And then if you look at the way the scar is here, and then you get the burning flesh on this side. So burning flesh on this side and big triangle scar like right here on this side. And then, depending on what happens with this side of the face, there might not be enough for beard anymore. It might come down over here, or it might come like part into the beard, and it's kind of like my two-face kind of a deal. I'm not trying to flip you off, but kind of come down here. So, whatever. Who cares? The point of life isn't necessarily to reach a destination or a journey. It's just about trying to take every day and make it whatever you want it to be that day. It's not about purpose or what you're expected to do. It's about what you want to do. If you decided today, if everyone decided today, we can come together and just make the world a better place. Let's all work to that goal, that Star Trek utopian goal. Hey, once we get the kind of technology they're talking about up and running, we combine them all together and we make ourselves a self-sustaining array that not only provides us the energy that we need array, but it no longer clogs up the skies of our Earth anymore. We don't have all those satellites kind of going along. We just have, a ring we can all see, or something that not only protects Earth but does all this other stuff. There's no need for any kind of nuclear missile codes anymore because it keeps everything good and right in the world. It even helps control weather. You need rain in Montana? You're going to get rain in Montana. No. All you got to generate is, a slight little freeze. Got fires over there. Well, we can fix that, So, well, I wonder how long that's been. Let's see. Can we find out? Let's go to. So you might see my chat screen here for a little bit. Okay. Hi, everybody. How everybody? I am here today. Don't you care? How long have I been recording? Why can't it tell me stuff like that? Okay, so, here we go. We got these options down here. I'm looking at my screen. You're wondering, what the hell is he doing now? And I'm like, I'm trying to figure out how long I've been recording. Anyway, so, you know what, that's not important. I'm going to finish my thought here. I'm going to call it about maybe a little bit less shorter of an episode today, but I can't honestly remember when we started. And there's nothing down here that tells me how long we've been recording for. That's the only thing I don't like about it recording, because I don't know how long it's been recording for. So it doesn't tell you. You're using enhanced encryption. How long have I been doing that enhanced encryption for? It should tell me some kind of time there. So, video settings, no video settings, no, none of this. You know what? I'm just going to go until I feel like it's over. And no, that wasn't part of the comedy shtick. That was me trying to figure shit out while I'm live on my show. See, even I do stuff that doesn't make sense sometimes. It's okay, guys. It's an ups, or maybe not an ups. It's a funny moment for you all to laugh at me for. Well, if you're laughing at me, well, you're at least paying attention. You know, I wish I had used that as my superpower. Hey, at least you're paying attention to me. It must mean I'm pretty popular, right? Because, you know, everyone wants a piece of me. Oh, dude, I'm untouchable. I'm the guy everyone picks on. Because people pick on me and they don't pick on other people. I'm a goddamn superhero. You know, I wish I had thought that back then. No. Because, honestly, guys, it doesn't matter. I know some 18-year-old is sitting there, or some young person is sitting there watching this going, oh, this old man doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Hell, you might be as old as me and still thinking, hey, I don't know if this guy knows what he's talking about. You know, but The Walking Dead signifies a very important point in that, okay, spoilers over, you know, but it's more of the what a scenario would we take? You know, what kind of society would we become? Would we become like the walkers, and we would just all be dead walking around, and there'd be no way to save the human race. There'd be no one left to save the human race, you know? It would spread so fast and so wide, so rapidly, that by the time we realized anything was going on, we all would have gone full zombie, and there wouldn't have been anybody left to form groups. Or worse, someone out there thinks it's a great idea for us all to not be here anymore, so they're putting the all these, you know, diseases in one place so that they can somehow work together in harmony and death and destruction in its wake, you know. Well, I mean, geez, we're waiting for war. War has already started in other countries. People who tried to take their independence back got their independence shoved right down the toilet because they didn't want to defend it. Okay. A little bit of a rant about Afghanistan going on right now. I don't know who's right in this situation, but I have a feeling that we've been there long enough. It's time for them to figure out their own shit. So as an American, I don't really think we need to be there anymore. And I fully support the President of the United States, Mr. Joe Biden. So there, if you want to know who I voted for, there you go. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here at the Josh Show. We're going to try to give you a share screen one more time. And we're going to do this. Well, mistakes are made. People were here. Hopefully you liked watching it here on Facebook Live. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Everybody, thank you for coming here. This has been the Josh Show. Join me next week, Friday at 10 o'clock, when my evil plan will continue.